Hey everyone, so I know I haven't had a video in a while. Been wrapped up in this tractor here and work trips and other things going on. So jumping way ahead, last video I had on this, and I know it's outside the normal interest of my viewers, but this tractor had kind of tore itself apart in terms of the drive shaft between the engine and transmission. Got all of that back together. You can see, I'll show you here some more stuff that was done to it. I had to take the muffler out too, which I just have it sitting there all cockeyed because one of the brake lines back there popped out, a hose popped out from under there. One of the lines that was all boogered up and cut off underneath went to the steering box. There you can see the shiny new line towards the bottom. So I had to work up here too. We didn't take the loader off originally because we thought, oh, it don't need to be up here. Well, should have. We've been wondering where our oil was going on this tractor. Turns out the turbo line was leaking. So we got a new turbo line. So let's take a peek underneath and show everyone what we did down there. Okay, so the front of the tractor is to the right. We were able to reuse this piece where it had broken off up there where one of those big oil lines went in. We had a machine shop weld in basically a new stub onto it. We could reuse that because that piece was super expensive, so we were able to reuse it with a somewhat simple fix. So yeah, all new lines, new U-joints, all new bolts, this time with Loctite in them, torque to spec and everything. So that was kind of all straightforward. Of course, all of these hydraulic lines I had to replace. The kind of sucky part was this piece here. While I was torquing, I don't think you can kind of see it from down here, but there's a line up there, and we'll pop up top, and I'll show you underneath the floorboard that while I was torquing that line, I thought it was just a loose oil line. Well, it turns out it was a T that went into this front cover, and I snapped a hole. Snapped it out of this front cover, left a big hole, and we had to replace that piece. And that really sucked because that was really expensive and a stupid mistake of mine. How should I say this? I think I did it. The line was severed off going to it, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We had to get a new cover. So yeah, that was all done up. Everything I had to switch out, all the valves and everything out of here. We'll go up top for a quick second. So you can see the new front cover. That right there is where the one line this is a T right here, and there's a line that feeds into the front. When I was trying to put that on, it snapped that there and just ripped a hole in the cover. And yeah, so that completely ruined that piece. And we got the new oil line over there. New sensors and everything in there, so it's all just going back together right now. I did have it out of the shop the other day, and I won't lie, I know it takes a man to say this, I teared up a little bit because this thing was destroyed so bad, and it was way out of my expertise and threshold to fix, but seems like it's fixed. I just gotta put the muffler and hood and all that back together. And it was a big deal getting this back together for us. Hay season coming up. And we couldn't find anyone to work on this, and going to John Deere, hauling it there and everything was going to be a nightmare and costly adventure. So hopefully it'll hold together. Time will tell. If not, I'll fire myself. And yeah, so I figured people are watching because of my A or regular viewership, so let me go over to that for a quick moment. So this old A, I finally was able to get a head gasket set and everything. You can see I got parts galore in the box there. So this is pretty much ready to go back together. I don't have the head back yet, but I can do a ton of other things before that. I actually went to install the main bearing the other day, and I'm not sure if this was like this beforehand or it just sitting around. But and that main bearing insert, so that's junk. I was able to find a new old stock set. What's amazing is you can't find new bearing pieces like that. People don't remake them or anything. Got the connecting rods back, so this one was rebabbited. The shop determined that one was still good, so nice shiny new babbit. So yeah, it's ready to go back together. Hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll start cleaning this mess up by getting this tractor back together. Yeah, I got a few other notes I'll talk about in my next video. I got word back on the serial number registry. I will maybe even just do a video on that sometime soon. So, all right, catch you all later.